So this is good.
Yeah, I think
All right.
that's a tough task. Here we go,
Right,
though.
they're off. So I don't even know how to properly explain the Skulldagger pattern. Everybody's so used to watching Falchion gameplay, but I think Danimals using the Skulldagger could be good for him here, just because it throws people off. Like, most people don't know what to do against it. Rusty, I don't know if you know what to do against it.
No.
I'm pretty sure most people don't. So,
No.
So it could really pay dividends. Right now, ran out of luck though. See, that's the downside of the Skulldagger. Strike's not so great with it. But ran out of luck doesn't have a great board here. Look at Danimals.
Yeah, now, one thing I do want to know in regards to the Skulldagger, a lot of people tend to tunnel vision on just trying to do sprinkles, and they'll just kind of mess everything up because they're just so tunnel vision. But you know, a good mixture of strikes and sprinkles, not bad.
Yeah, only sprinkling with a Skulldagger will get you killed. Contrary to popular belief, everybody's like, well, the sprinkles are so good. They are, but they're good. They're good in certain situations, right? If somebody's board is clean, it's not great. It's not gonna help them that much. So we're pretty evenly matched right now, though. I think I'd like to see Oh, that's a nice helmet by Danimals. So watch the strikes from this Skulldagger. Probably not going to be phenomenal. Yep. See all that red?
Yeah, I mean, if he gets the red...
I mean, on the bright side, it pressures ran out of luck. But, ooh, he gets a lot of breakers that he needs. Okay, even I have to keep looking over and making sure I know the pattern of it, because I can't tell if it's going to break or not.
No, I don't either. But
So
yeah,
if-
easy.
If Danimals can hit him with like a layer here or something, oh, it's too late.
I think Rana looked the faster player here.
Yeah,
Hard
definitely
to watch
faster.
screens, but definitely faster.
Yeah, you get kind of
Of course.
fixated on watching one person too for a little while. That's a nice combo by Danimals though. Okay, ran out of luck, just needs that blue. Oh, that's a nice double.
Oh, beautiful.
He's getting some well-timed pieces here.
Animals board, not too bad though. If he gets something, of course. And he does.
That's unfortunate. Yeah, the Skulldagger it's one of the hardest swords to play effectively. That's really the only way I can put it. Like, I think it's fun to play, but it's so situational that it's just really difficult to put that sword on, you know, crucify people like you can with a falchion. It just doesn't happen as much. Oh, look at that. We call that a full clear.
I wish someone were here to get
Once upon a
excited about
time.
that. But
Yeah. Once upon a time. So, all right. So Danimals, he's not in a bad spot, but again, like this is the falchion gameplay. He needs one of two colors, or else he's done for. And he keeps getting yellows, which is not what he needs. And there's a red. Okay, so he gets the green. I do think Danimals is going to need to speed up a little bit for some of these pieces because he's just getting them by the skin of his teeth. He can combo this yellow though from the red. He'd be good. Oh, just as I say it, that's
right
big.
to the green as well.
It's nice. But Ran Out of Luck has that corner piece in column 6 that needs to break that. So when you're playing against a Skulldagger, you want to break from the sides. So column 1 and 6, that's where you want to work your way inwards, which sometimes easier said than done. Danimals is keeping a nice board, but I'm going to be honest, this board would be way more beneficial if he was using a falchion. That's part of the problem with it. Oh, he gets the yellow. I was looking over at the other screen. I don't know if he could have made that work.
I don't know. I think he might have.
That's tough.
Unfortunate.
I mean, you can do pretty much just about anything with a falchion and be effective. So that's part of the problem, right? Like Danimals has to be really efficient with his sword of choice, and on the falchion side, it's still important, but it's not as important. So, but I still have faith. I think Danimals can pull a few out, maybe win it. Not a good start.
That was very nice open by.
That was a nice opener. Yeah, that was a nice opener. Danimals is just gonna be forced. Like, even if he gets that red, his board is just gonna be totally messed up. Yeah, that's gonna be really hard to. Yeah, that's tough to come out from. He's just gonna get sprinkled here.
Oh my.
Oh, I guess the L went too late. All right, he's living. Okay, those are good signs of life. He clears a little bit. Again, he's still got a lot of digging to do, but
yeah, I'm not sure what
ran out of luck just hitting him.
Oh,
ooh, he's gonna get hit by some 2x2s here. Oh, it hits. That hits perfectly. Those 1x4s, massively underrated. Yeah, Danimals in a really tough spot here. Both need red. Ran out of luck. Look at his board though. Ran out of luck.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah. That's tough. They both need red. I think they both drop red as far as I can tell. Another thing to note, well, sometimes like you look at the board and you say, oh, that person just needed a red. It also depends on who sends what, right? Like if the other person didn't send a red, sometimes these can be kind of lopsided because one person needs that color and the other person doesn't. I complain a lot about that, but that's how the game goes.
Oh, nice opener by Danimals.
That was a nice opener, yeah. But that column 3 is going to be all one color. It's going to be all green.
Yep, and just like that.
And it's about to be gone. Yeah, so again, really hard to make good use of the Skull Dagger. That is just... It's so difficult, but ideally you want some small strikes accompanied with sprinkles, but you need to keep pressuring with it. Yeah, and just as I look over at chat, Pinka says that you need pressure. Yeah, it's small strikes, constant pressure with sprinkles, but it's so hard to do that. Danimals almost took it right there. Let's see if Ran Out of Luck gets the red. I would like Ran Out of Luck probably to mash spacebar. Okay, he's not going to get it. All right. Danimals puts one on the board. That kind of squeaked by, but we take it.
I think it needs to, I think personally, I could be wrong, definitely, open smaller and quicker. Yeah, Ran Out of Luck's definitely building bigger things.
Absolutely.
Like that, boom, perfect.
So again, that's a nice strike, but it would probably be way nicer if it was a falchion, because look at that green. That's I'm gonna harp on that way too much, I can already tell. But yeah, it's so difficult to make good use of the strikes of the Skull Dagger. You just want them to be really small, but again, so many people are so used to playing falchions all day that your brain just is like, build the blocks, you know?
Yeah, see,
it pays off.
He had nice pressure there.
Yeah.
Kept it up. Keeping it close.
I'd like to see Danimals go for like, oh, these are good pieces for Danimals. See, like, but I don't even want him to cube it. I just want him to make it like, honestly, like layer some sprinkles, because look at Ran Out of Luck's board.
There we go.
I don't hate that. If he just got hit with a layer of sprinkles there, it'd be pretty tough. But he's got that green breaker, Ran Out of Luck, so it's gonna break that whole middle column. Okay, exactly what Danimals just sent. He sent a bunch of 1x4s and some sprinkles. If you can keep doing that mid-game, then the Skull Dagger really shines. But, oh, Ran Out of Luck, it's such a good double breaker there. Yeah, that's going to hit well. Animal's still going to sponge most of it, but, I mean, he's under so much pressure at this point. He's got to...
Oh,
he gets the Christmas piece. I like it.
Beautiful.
Danimals got a nice double on the green there. Oh, Danimals. See those sprinkles? That right there. If you can keep layering like that. Also, Presley, you know me, and I always say this to you when you're playing. When you're playing a Skull Dagger, you want to keep the board flat. Keep the board flat. Because when they hit you, you can work off of those sprinkles on the sides. But if it's not flat, really hard to work with what they throw at you. Again, easier said than done sometimes, but... Ran out of luck. Ooh, I think he can double this on the blue. Yep, he's gonna double that.
Same
See
thing with the
Danimals?
saber.
Oh, Danimals doubles his.
Ooh. I think it breaks.
I think it does.
Yep. And look,
Oh,
green.
man.
It's doing fine. It's live.
See, Danimals with the way he's playing the Skull Dagger, he's kind of gonna have to brute force, you know, kill people with it because it's really hard to be perfectly effective. I mean, you can just strike people until they die, but that's gonna be tough just because of the way that pattern works. Although I still like him for using it. We need something that's not Vulcan gameplay. So
Yeah, it's tough.
I think Danimals are gonna, he's gonna draw it a little bit. Right, I think it's 4-2. Ranoutofluck?
Okay.
Yeah. Remember, it's first to 8, so Ranoutofluck needs 4.
Oh, I'm familiar.
Yeah,
my game.
Bad that last one.
That's all right.
You pulled it back, but it was pretty fast. I was like, oh. I have faith. All right. Animals gets disrupted a little bit there. Yeah, we'll get Ranoutofluck's board. This is where you just motor and you just go, go, go. Yeah, and I mean every strike that Danimals gets hit with right now is just, it's gonna be like devastating. He's got no room to work with here already. Ooh, that's a nice little triple. If he gets sprinkled though, oh. I mean, Danimals is digging.
He's digging, but Ranoutofluck keeping the pressure, making it really tough for anything to matter. Board.
I'd like to see Danimals go a little bit faster here because he needs those pieces like ASAP. Yeah, see, otherwise he's just gonna keep getting hit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at Ranoutofluck's got the red, but he has no way of breaking it.
Oh,
he did there. He could have broke it. Wait, he could have broke it. I mean, it's not gonna matter, but still, he almost died from that. Oh boy. Okay, nice.
Oh, it's
And then
5-6. I think that's what that's called.
That's what that's called. Animal gets. Oh my god.
Oh, this is going back and
Seriously,
forth. Oh my goodness.
I was looking at Ranoutofluck, and then I was surprised to see Danimals still alive because he takes it.
Oh,
Nice.
All right.
So he did a successful dig. Yeah, 4-3. I'm happy to see somebody with a skull dagger taking some games here.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe I'll try it. Who knows?
I don't know. I don't know if I would advise that personally. Okay. I
Like
that
this
opener.
open from Danimals.
So watch
Oh,
that opener from Danimals. See that? That's tough to work with.
Yeah, that
I think
is.
if most people looked at that board, they'd have no idea what they're doing with it.
Ranoutofluck organizing it pretty well to recover.
Yeah, he got kind of fortunate that all those greens showed up because it cleared it out for him. But ideally, with Skull Dagger, you work your way in from the sides. So as long as Ranoutofluck just keeps working from those side columns with red, he should be fine. Yeah, so you can see that even with those sprinkles, sometimes it's just not super effective. This is not a Skull Dagger hate stream. It's just really difficult to play. You know, I think alternatively, a lot of people could maybe benefit from using a scimitar in some of these Falchion games. You heard it here first. Oh, Ranoutofluck.
Scimitar.
Oh no!
Oh my!
It's just too late. The Danimals ties this up again. Despite, I think he'd be better off with a Falchion. You know, gotta give him credit. Ranoutofluck's a good
doing
player,
well.
so yeah, he's
close.
holding his own.
What seed is Danimals in his group?
don't know why I keep. Did I close it? No, I still got it up. Okay. So he was ranked 5th seed. So, I mean,
Oh wow. Okay.
we have so many good players in the tournament this year that
That's
some
the
of these
tough thing
groups
about
are
it.
so tight. Yeah. Yeah, and I don't want people to be like, oh, they're a low seed, so they're not good. It's like, no, there's a lot of good players, and it's really hard to properly seed how many good players there are. I want to see Danimals just get rid of that blue immediately.
Yeah, because he's
Turn
not
around,
getting
looking at
neutral. And,
Yeah, he's not getting anything. Oh my god.
yeah, that is very unfortunate.
That
Didn't get the blue
was
going.
insanely unlucky to not get a neutral for that, but it did. I see a lot of that happen, not just in these games. Like, you know, even when I watch somebody like you play in Discord, or like other people, they'll hold out for something for too long, and sometimes you make a decision to hold out for that color, and it just never comes. I like this from Danimals. This is a
really
lot.
good, I think. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that was. Oh,
that's a great combo. I mean, again, if there's a green breaker, it's going to benefit Ranoutofluck immensely, but that was a great combo.
I don't think I could have done that. That was nice. Sweet.
But look at Danimals' board. Like, it's just that falchion is just so good. Okay, Ranoutofluck is still fishing for that green. It's not really that important for Danimals to get it, kinda. Right, he's gonna opt to break it that way. Yeah, so Danimals has himself in a little bit of a mess here. Oh, yeah, and Ranoutofluck's gonna get all the pieces he needs. Danimals has to just pray he gets a blue here. But I don't think I saw one on Ranoutofluck's board. I think he's ahead. Right?
Animals move quicker.
Yeah, yeah. Again, I know I mentioned it like a couple sets ago, but when you're at the top of your board, that is when you want to go the fastest. Now, not at the expense of making bad moves, but if you can, that's when you need to get the breakers, and that's when you need to be pressing your drop key faster than you normally do. I like this from Danimals here. You can chain that green. It gets cut short a little bit, so Ranoutofluck's gonna put some pressure on here. That's a nice strike. All right, so Danimals actually, he gets a fortunate spot there because Ranoutofluck hits him with so many sprinkles with a non-rev falchion, and it actually builds up for him in the middle and allows him to break out of it. That's nice. Okay, Ranoutofluck doesn't have too much to work with here. He's just gonna single most of this, I think. Kind of has to, yeah. Look at about the same spot here.
Yeah, I think both their boards looking a little fruity pebbly.
Yeah, Ranoutofluck. Yeah, you were looking at the same thing I did. Yeah, he could have doubled that. Again, I tunnel vision when I play the game, so I'm not one to talk too much, but again, sometimes I think if people just slow down a little bit, it's more worth taking an extra second and making a really good play than just trying to fire all your pieces off too fast. My humble opinion.
Yeah, very humble. Me?
Very humble opinion.
So fast. What do you gotta lose?
I would play the Sonic thing, but I don't have it on the soundboard anymore. But yeah.
Ranoutofluck, I agree with reading that. Very nice. And boom.
Yeah, for those people who don't sword fight all that much, there are some greeds that make a ton of sense and are not all that dangerous. And on the other hand, you have some that don't make a lot of sense, and you're really putting a lot of faith into getting the color. Oh, look at that piece from Danimals. Nice.
All right. Gonna keep him alive, but Ranoutofluck just filling it back up.
Yeah, it's not gonna hit all that well just because of those strikes on the skull dagger. I mean, you can see clear as day how hard it is to play that sword effectively. See all that red? How it just all cascades like that? I mean, it's just so situational often, but right, nice. Ran out of luck, just keeps pressure. Again, he built with the pattern of the skull dagger whole way through effectively and wins him the game. We're at 7-4. So ran out of luck, just needs one. Danimals has to win the next 4. Again, I say it all the time, winning 4 in a row is really hard to do in this game. Hard, can be done, it's really hard to do. Okay, I like this from Ran out of luck. Just, let's see if he gets interrupted here.
He does. I
Yep,
like that.
he does, yeah. Yeah, good decision.
Something quick.
I was impressed. That being said, Danimals hit a nice reverse build opener, and I think
that one game.
Yeah, I think people have gotten a little bit more comfortable with doing that. I mean, I'm old, but when I started playing the game, nobody ever did anything like that. There were a few people who could, but people didn't record gameplay as much as we do now, so it was not common to see that. But now, I don't know about you, Krusty, I see everybody doing that, and I'm like, well,
yeah, not me.
I used to think it was an advantage to me. Yeah. Well, so side building, which we call it, building in the like bottom right corner instead of building vertically, it has its benefits, but it is slower, generally speaking, and it definitely has its downside. So I would not advise people always trying to build like that. But anyways, look at Ranoutofluck's board here. That's just in his position versus where Danimals is. This is when you just look at that 1x4. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, criminal.
Ranoutofluck stalling. It hits again in that column. So he's that.
Where's the handcuffs? Where's the handcuffs? What was that?
Yeah, we're gonna report a crime that just happened. Yeah, that's a tough pill to swallow. Yeah, when you're sword fighting and you keep getting hit in column 2-3, especially if it's by the 1x4s, that hurts to lose games like that. Everybody loses games like that, but it sucks. But 7-5.
And still a tough position, but still very doable.
Yeah, he can do it. I have confidence.
Oh my.
So that is going to help Danimals.
That's
absolutely going to help him. Yeah, as you can
side
see.
swords usually, I guess not good, but...
Yeah, side swords are... For the most part, they're not beneficial, but if you work them in the right space, they can be massively beneficial, but usually not. That's a nice strike by Danimals. Okay, look at Ranoutofluck's board. See it? This, it's not terrible, but not as much to work with here. And this is good. This is good that Danimals, even though that's going to be a lot of green, you can see Ranoutofluck knows that. He's still in a tough spot. Ooh, and he covers the green.
Okay, gets the yellow.
See, this is great for Danimals. Look at that. Look at Ranoutofluck's board. He's got to get the green. Danimals, nice.
Okay,
that's 7-6.
All right, it's alive. He's alive.
He's very alive. So now, just put this into perspective. Now this gets really doable. Ranoutofluck needs 1. Danimals needs 2. That is super doable, as opposed to where he was before. Okay, Danimals is gonna go for a side build, so he's gonna he needs this red. He's gonna keep going. Yeah, he's gonna keep going. I think he needs to break this.
Like
he needs to just get rid of this, like right now. Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Perfect. Yep.
Oh,
yep. And
but
unfortunately,
Ranoutofluck has green there,
so
so it's just gonna break everything.
Board's not looking too hot.
Actually, yeah. I don't know if Ranoutofluck maybe flubbed one of the color matching choices he had there, but he's better now. He's stabilized now.
breaking his
Yeah,
yellow.
yeah,
Not sure about
Danimals is
that.
playing really risky right now. Oh,
I
think he should.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think he should have
I feel
broke
like
the red.
the red on the right.
He should have broke the red on the left side there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because now he needs it.
and he needs
Or he's
again.
just-
Oh,
yep.
that's,
Oh
that's
my gosh, it's right
heartbreaking.
there too.
The ran out of luck takes the set. But that is a heartbreaking way to lose that. I think if he broke it on the left, he might have had a chance of taking that, but we still got one more game here.
Yeah, one more. I'll tell him.
Got to stop watching football here. It's a sword fighting Sunday, not NFL Sunday. Yeah, so this is our last game. Did you say woo?
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, you know, hopefully that word break doesn't haunt him, but
Nah.
we'll never know.
You know, one thing I
Danimals,
think
just wants to
though,
break it.
yeah, I think if people went back and watched their gameplay a little bit more, that would like really benefit a lot of people in this sword fighting tournament that aren't like the fastest or necessarily the most efficient players. When you see your own gameplay back, you can just get a really good picture of where you're at and what you need to change. I'm sure some of them are going to be doing it, but if they're not, like utilizing the VODs and stuff from this tournament is huge. That's one of the only ways I improved. You know, watch people who were better than me, and I tried to do what they did. Saw what I did wrong.
How much of my gameplay did you watch?
None.
Both pretty decently clean boards.
Yeah.
You know, one of them needs red, one of them needs green.
Are they both on the same piece?
Just about. Yeah, just about.
Yeah, pretty much.
Now Animal's looking for the green.
Danimals has a lot of outs here, but ooh, yeah. Okay, he chose
Oh,
right. Yep.
nice.
So he saw that.
Yep. Okay.
It's
Perfect.
good that he saw that break.
And now he's looking for the green. Random luck.
Both looking for green right now, honestly.
And
Ooh,
there it
Danimals
is.
are gonna get it. That sucks that he couldn't have more space to double it, but
Oh, he gets it. Nice. Okay.
this ended up being like a way closer set than I might have anticipated. I'm happy with
And
it,
especially with the skull dagger. Yeah.
especially with the skull dagger. Yeah. The thing about it too is like you don't even have to know the skull dagger pattern all that well. Like some of it just sort of falls into place even if you don't really know what it is. But okay, and that looks nice combo there.
Yellow. 5.
That might do it. Nope. Get in. Any blues?
I don't think he gets the blue. Yeah, because Random Luck hasn't yet.
Yeah.
Yep. And I think that's going to do it.
That's probably gonna do it. Ooh, on the west. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. 7-8.
So-
Pretty close.
I think it was.
What was that? Or
I
9
think it was 9-7 or
9-6. 9-6.
9-6. 9-6.
Or
Yeah.
something. I don't know.
Math 15.
Yeah. There you go. Dez coming in. Very
played.
nice. Very well played. Yeah, that was really
Mhm.
nice. Let's see if our editors both want to come off mute. Ask them some questions. Ran out of luck. Making it. How you feeling, bud?
Yeah,
Bruh.
you-
I absolutely hate that sword. But I feel if I play badly, I beat the sword, but if I ever do anything good, I lose to the sword.
we were talking about how like most people don't probably even know the pattern or how to play against it. But a win is a win. It was close, but I'm just
Well,
happy to see a
closer than
skull
I'd like.
dagger.
No, bro. No more skull daggers, please.
What? We need more skull daggers and scimitars.
No.
Yeah, on that note, I am playing Skull Dagger against Ranoutofluck.
If you play Skull Dagger, I'm playing Skull Dagger.
Skull Dagger Mirror.
Let's do it.